Alright guys, another Warhammer Total War battle between me playing as the Orcs and another gentleman playing as Chaos. So as you can see on there, I got some boar boys of a main line of mostly big ones. A couple, or actually 3 units of trolls in the back. I brought 2 units of rock throwers, got a Goblin Shaman as my HQ, or hero, champion, whatever you want to call him. Got some Night Goblins hiding in the back, because I love those little fuckers. And so first thing I noticed, and these guys have he brought mostly infantry, a couple ogres, dragon ogres, flying wizard, and chaos giant, but he was just set up in a defensive position. He expected me to rush him. I think he wasn't really expecting me to bring 2 units of artillery, so I was more than happy to just start lobbing rocks at him. You know, you can sit there all you want, I'll just hammer away. So I just went ahead and started that, and after the first volley or two, he noticed what was happening, and he took the initiative to engage, which you know, probably the smartest move in this situation when you do not have any cavalry, you don't have any artillery, you don't have any ranged units. I think that was probably his biggest blunder, was the missing cavalry. So he starts moving everything up. I start moving my orcs up to basically meet him. Let's be honest, orcs charging at you is one of the scariest things you can probably see. If you were there in real life, you'd be freaking out. But I have my black orcs out on the flank. I'm hoping to use them to wrap around. I do have a bit of mismanagement with that. I kind of leave them on the end for a little too long. It's my bad. I'm bringing the trolls up the middle. I'm trying to figure out where he's going to send those dragon ogres. I do not want to engage the halberds with the trolls, so I want to stay away, and he has a lot of halberds, so I'm just kind of ghosting him in the back, figuring out where he's going to send that. So in the overview, you can see the lines are about to meet. Big old gap in the middle. I'm not sure exactly why that was, because I typically just shift drag, etc. But so I see his dragon ogres can be on the flank. Perfect. I start bringing my trolls over to the flank to basically meet them. Again, I want my infantry to take care of the halberds. They're going to do that very well, and just use my trolls to take care of those dragon ogres. Pretty simple plan. He brings his giant right up the middle. This is where I have the most difficulty in my plan. And as you can see, I'm bringing the Night Goblins around side. They're using their little maniacs, or whatever they're called, fanatics, I guess. Not to real effect this time, but it's always fun to see. So flank with them. Cast that a little too late. I was trying to get some more damage on a giant, but they broke right before it got off. So there you can see a little mismanagement with my black orcs. As my trolls come in, though, I finally figured out and get them swept around for the flank. You can see some stuff going on with my shaman. There come the black orcs, so we're gonna get a full surround on this flank. I should crumble rather quickly. My cavalry at this time is going to the flank. I'm trying to smash those halberds in the back that are fighting with my Night Goblins. Not that the Night Goblins are expensive or important at all. Just if I can free those Night Goblins up, especially with the poison weapons, I can throw them on the giant, or I can just take them and hit the back lines of who's still left fighting on the line. That's important, and I can do that with my cavalry. I should have just probably kept the halberds tied up with the Night Goblins and just slammed with my cavalry. But it's split-second decisions. You can't make bad moves. Now this giant, this is the biggest problem in this battle. I just did not have an answer for him. I mean, I did. The trolls definitely worked very well against the giant, but they were tied up, taking care of everything on that flank. That's where bulk of his troops were. So as you can see, I'm having like a lot of my lines falter, but so is he. So pretty even in the infantry fight. But the thing that he doesn't have that I do is cavalry and those flanking night goblins. So I'm able to, hurt their morale a bit. Yeah. At this point, I'm using everything on that giant I can in the center, which isn't much. Not much is left alive. I'm trying to hit it with rocks with artillery. He's just slaughtering every orc boy who comes across. I got my HQ back there trying to sling spells at him when I can. Eventually, I'm just going to have to bring everything back to fight him. You see just rocks just bouncing off of him, doing virtually nothing. So the trolls are about to finish up with the dragon ogres. And my trolls are virtually unharmed. They really mopped up everything on this right side without soaking up much damage. In fact, that right side was virtually pretty good. Again, a little bit of mismanagement there. I have, a lot of troops there doing nothing. In the back, I'm taking everything from the center line, including my cavalry, and just trying to stop this giant. My artillery is not that important at this point, but it's kind of one of those things where you just, in the back of your mind, I gotta protect the artillery, so that's what I'm trying to do. Meanwhile, using the artillery to attack it, he's got just random little forces coming back after being broken, extremely damaged. Unlike my night goblins, who are just tired, but they're pretty healthy. So at this point, I believe I bring everything on that right side back. I'm like, okay, I have to kill that giant. He's making my life not very fun right now. So I bring my right flank back because it's completely obliterated, his right flank. And everything's tired, so it takes a while. He sees it happening. He starts trying to run his giant away from being over-enveloped. He lands his wizard on the Chaos Dragon, or whatever it's called, behind me. So I go ahead and try to circle that thing around, but he sees it coming. So I go back to the giant. I know what he's doing with that. He's going after my artillery with it. So I start bringing my cavalry back to where my artillery is. His wizard's at really low health, so I know I can take it out. Start bringing my HQ back as well. You're going to see that in just a second. And the plan was just take care of him, get out of there. But, really the only thing left he has is that giant. Everything else is at low health. You're seeing me kind of at the misplay here. I'm kind of getting blobbed around. But all of those chaos forces are such low morale, so close to breaking. As soon as that giant breaks, he's done for. And going back here, you see exactly what I was talking about. My cavalry was going to engage the wizard, which was attacking my artillery. I was about to drop a fireball on the wizard, which probably instantly killed him because he was at like just a midge of health. So, another victory. Always fun to have. Good battle. I think the opponent probably should have brought some cavalry. Would have really done some damage with some cycle charges, but he didn't. And there you have the breakdown for the battle. So if you have any suggestions, want to see me play something, just leave a comment and I'll try to do it. It's always fun. Really enjoying this game so far.